Today I'm going to be listening to this short piece by American composer Christian Wolff, who was a member of the um, New York School. And this is called Snare Drum Peace March for Stuart Saunders Smith. It's just a little bit, yeah, it's like a page and a half of music. And there's some performance notes at the end here. So play using fingers of right hand for notes with stems going up, left for those going down. Uh, Repeat. Okay, play the first four lines, ignoring the ties. Repeat the first four lines, observing the ties. Then play the upper part of the remaining systems. Repeat the upper part using the right hand only, together with the lower part, for which you use the left hand. Additionally, you can play the last four systems again at the end, using sticks for the top part while whistling the bottom, or 1 through 4. You just play through 1 through 4 again, and then play 1 through 5, or you could play a selection of 1 through 5. So I guess once all the material is presented, then the piece becomes a bit loose and you can extend it. So some performances I've seen online are like 4 minutes. I don't know if that's a long version or a short version. And snares can be on or off ad lib. So, I mean, it's very well notated, but there's all these interesting little performance things added um, to make it more interesting. So, Christian Wolff is a living composer, born in 1934, became an American citizen in 1946. Before that, he was German, and he studied composition with John Cage in 1950, and he quickly became associated with Cage. He's almost completely self-taught. He studied classics and became an expert on the Euripides. Like John Cage, he collaborated with Merce Cunningham, the dancer and choreographer. Stuart Saunders Smith was a percussionist who probably premiered this piece, as well as a composer. And I don't have any of his scores, but maybe he'd be worth checking out. He was born in 48 and died just last year. Apparently, Stuart Saunders Smith's percussion theater music forms the core of that literature. So, uh, would be kind of cool to visit that in combination with these Wolff pieces, but alas, I don't have any Smith scores. And if you want to listen to the recording I'm listening to, it's in the video description. And yeah, I'll see you in 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so this was a decent enough performance by Andres Navarro Garcia. Uh, this was performed at a percussion festival in Spain. I didn't notice, yeah, the dynamics are ad-libbed, which I wasn't expecting. Like he has these in this performance, he did very dramatic shifts of dynamics just kind of like randomly, which made it much harder to follow actually. Um, and he did go through it. I think he did the first four lines, then again, and then he did just the right hand. And then I think he repeated this second half again with sticks and whistling the third line, which is indicated in optional 4 here. And yeah, I don't think he did much more than that in this performance. But it also doesn't specify where you hit the drum, so I thought it was kind of interesting that this performer was playing with his fingers for the most part, but he was hitting the top of the drum, the sides of it, the bottom, like tapping the snare into the bottom of the drum, and it all sort of obscures what's represented on in notation, like quite a bit. Um, but I think you kind of have to do it just to keep it interesting because it's so many like eighths and just meter changes. So yeah, interesting. Um, I don't listen to that much Christian Wolff, um, but there's another one I have for snare drum here. The second snare drum piece march. So we'll look at this next session.